Well, welcome back. So today I want to do firewalls. So let's go ahead and let's get into ec2. So when we're talking about firewalls, usually because we're putting like systems behind them. So we're going to launch a new instance, and we're going to call this Apache. So there's a reason I'm calling it Apache. We're going to come down here and we're going to change a few things. First of all, let's make sure we use, I'm going to have to remember my video key. Create a security group. I don't like that, but you know what? Do I have a good one that's called web? I don't. Oh wait, my web server group. Hopefully that's okay. And let's go to advanced details. And I want to come all the way down to the very bottom. And I want to put in some user data here. Sweet. There's one more thing I want to do. I want to echo good job into var www HTML index.html. Okay, so I will copy this. And that's VI notes, so I can have this to put in the video. Okay. Okay, so I'll add that as a note to the video. What this is going to do is it's going to automatically run this. It's going to install HTTPD, which is Apache's HTTPD server. It's going to start it. It's going to enable it, which means it'll start automatically on boot. It's going to do some security things for it. And yeah, so let's launch it, and hopefully that works well. And hopefully I can find my key. So the instance we have here, it says it's running. I'm going to come back to here. I've saved this so I can get out. SSH-I shoot. Let me quickly find my video keys. Okay. SSH ec2-user. Oh, I'm going to do dash. Actually, I have it in the right directory. I don't think I have to anymore. ec2-user at garbage. Copy this again. Okay, there we go. And it let me in. Sweet. So let's see if Apache's up and running. So I like to do that by doing sudo netstat -tnlp. T for TCP and network listening and port. So, P's program name. So, and there's HTTPD. In fact, let me make this a little bigger so it looks better. That's better. So there it is. It's running on port 80, HTTPD. Sweet. So I actually should be able to come up here and paste this in here. And it should work. Maybe. Maybe not, though. So let's see. If I look here at security, I picked a security group. Inbound rules, it says port 80 should be able to come from anywhere. So cool. Oh, and look at that. Good job. It does work. So not only is Apache up and listening, I put a web page in there by simply having that little information. Now, let's go to the next level, because We have one security group that's it's a network firewall right here that's allowing port 22 and port 80. Ideally, you wouldn't allow port 22. You'd only allow it from certain areas because it's a management interface. Port 80, you wouldn't allow either. You do HTTP, which is port 443, but that's okay. And outbound rules, I actually wouldn't allow any in a production environment. Even better would be putting this inside of a VPC or some subnets and limiting traffic even that way. So there's a lot of steps we can do. So there's network firewalls like security groups and even routing network, how the roads are with subnets and routing. But there's also, we can do an OS-based firewall. So for this, let's do firewalld. So sudo yum dash, oh, and I could use DNF, but install firewalld. Cool. And I can do, I don't think I need to do sudo with firewall-cmd, and we can look at the dash state. Dash state, I think it's dash dash. Dash dash state, not running. So let's go ahead and list all the rules. List dash all. Firewalld is not running, so I need to start it. So system control start firewalld sudo. Okay. Now we should be able to get the status or list all and state. So sudo. So it looks like I have to do sudo to do these. So let's go back to state. Sudo running. Cool. So we've installed firewalld. We're running it, and we can see the dash dash list dash all, what it's doing. So right now, it looks like it's allowing DHCP, MNS, and SSH. Wait, does HTTPD work? We may have just broke our stuff, right? Let's just double check. And then let's fix it. Okay. So it looks like we probably broke our stuff. So while that's trying to load, let's bring this back up. By the way, you can see it spinning there. I probably should have went to a different page. Let's do that. Where should we go? I like BBC News. I don't want to get it. Let's go to just to Google Maps. I don't want to do that. Google.com. Okay. And now, after being at google.com, now let's come back to this instance. And that's where it can't reach it. Okay, so we can see we have a problem. We've put a firewall on the local system, now it's stopping us from getting to things. So we need to fix that. So let's do that. Let's do sudo firewall-cmd dash zone, because we're using zone public. Okay, so zone equals public dash dash add dash service HTTP. Okay, so now if I come up here and I list all, I can now see HTTP is there. So let's see, let's hit enter. And we'll give it just a second. Let's come back to here. one of the other things we're going to want to do is make sure that we enable this all the time. And we might need to restart it. I don't think so, but let's do that. Sudo sudo systemctl httpd restart. No, firewalld. Firewalld. You know what? That's not what I want to do, because this is a temporary rule. I need to make it permanent, or on reboot it's going to go away. So I've enabled HTTPD. I need to, add service. I usually permanently add it. Oh, did it? Zone, public, add service, HTTPD. We usually need a -- permanent, zone, public, permanent. So that will help, but I'm not able to get there right now. So let's see, Control-Shift-N. Let's just pull up incognito. Shouldn't matter, but and then let's see. So if I look here, I could add the port. Yeah. I think my firewall is still blocking me. So let's stop it. Sudo systemctl stop firewalld. Okay. So now if I look at the list all, it's going to not be running. Cool. So I should be able to come here and get to it. You know, I might be getting blocked by my local network. They don't like HTTP traffic, and sometimes it flags it and shuts it down. So I'm going to upload this. It's good to understand that sometimes things don't work the way that you expect them, and then I might I'll maybe redo it, not re-record. I'll redo this, but I'm going to have a VPN on so that I don't get blocked by my local firewall, because I've turned off firewalld and I still can't get to it because they don't like HTTP traffic. So anyway, that's okay. Sometimes the learning comes from when things don't work. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. We'll see you in the next video, which will probably be a new one of this.